Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach.
And I'm Pepper.
And today we're going to give our first impressions of Neotopia from Arcane Wonders. And this was the Arcane Wonders game that I ended up getting at Gen Con 2023 because World Wonders was already well sold out by the time that I got there. But yeah, this one was one that looked interesting for sure. It had some table presence because it had these very colorful chips. I don't know how easy it is to see it. Jesse might add something in here. Otherwise, you can check out our unboxing video of this to kind of get a very close look at the cards and board and components. But yeah, just seeing it out on the table, they were demoing it. I thought it looked pretty colorful and I don't know, just had a really good table presence.
Yeah.
I guess what were your immediate thoughts when you saw the box and all that?
Yeah, when I saw the box, it looked like a very colorful game. But sometimes boxes can be deceptive. But I got to look at kind of the rule book and the back of the box, I think, and saw what the board was going to look like. And I'm like, oh, this actually does look really colorful. And then when I felt these chips for the first time, they're like Azul chips, maybe even thicker. I don't know. They're round and they're bigger than the chips. They might be equal thickness, but these are very nice. Printed on both sides too, and
Right.
I was pretty excited based on production because I did not know much about gameplay. I wasn't there to see the demo or anything. So, but as a shallow gamer who likes a good production, this one definitely had me interested.
Right. Yeah, I would agree. I'm the same way, and I was just kind of wondering how it played, and then watched a few rounds, had the person there kind of explain it, and it just seemed like one where there was pattern building. So it's not really a theme or setting necessarily. It's supposed to be like futuristic or something, but I would say it's very much themeless.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah, the colors definitely add to it, and then yeah, the pattern building is fun, and because of the way the cards are done, there are different artworks on the cards,
yep,
but there's repeating artworks, and based on there's kind of three zones that you're playing into,
yep.
and whatever the last played card was, you cannot, based on a pattern that you had or someone had previously built. In the future, when you're trying to build a pattern, the next one that you play cannot be that same type. So that
Yeah,
kind of stops you because the artworks that are the
yeah,
same are kind of using the same
yep,
colors,
yep,
so it doesn't allow you to just kind of keep bam, 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 spamming the same
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
So it kind of stops it that way, and another way it kind of stops spamming of like, oh, there's patterns here is you have to add and make that pattern, so it
yes,
can't be like just already present, and then you're like,
yeah,
well, like already have that one and it's points. So I like both those ways that they use that, and yeah, this one in our first play immediately had quick snappy turns. You know what you have to choose from, and the game was probably 30 minutes or less.
yeah. I would say so. Probably right around that 30-minute mark.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed it because yeah, the kind of the third main aspect to this one is because there's those three segments of the board that you're playing on. You're trying to keep your scoring markers on each of those kind of close
Yep.
because whatever your lowest scoring track is at the end of the game gets tripled. So that's pretty significant.
I've heard of things getting doubled, but I don't know if I've heard of them being tripled.
Right.
So that was you really had to pay attention, which we didn't for most of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first half of the game, there was one of the sections that we had no tiles in at all.
Right.
But then it ended up actually being your highest scoring.
Right.
And I think that's one thing is that you can adjust in this game. Like you said, you can't repeat those types of cards. So if you're building for something, but someone else then goes and builds something with those colors there, and you can no longer. I think you have enough turns. I think you have 3 actions on your turn, plus possibly a bonus action. You can get special bonus tiles as well. But I think you get to place enough tiles on your turn and get to refresh the tiles enough that you can adjust and go to a different region to build. And I found that satisfying because it did feel sometimes when I saw that a card, when I tried to play there, I'm like, I'm not able to actually play this.
Mm-hmm.
The initial feeling is like, oh great, I just wasted this whole build up. But then I found out that I could either just play a different card there and then play that one that I wanted to play initially, or I can actually go somewhere else because they probably have similar colors there as well.
Right.
And I can do enough on my turn to actually get it there as well.
Yeah, I would agree. But yeah, I'm interested to see how this one will play with more players. Because yeah, back and forth with us, it just you could typically do what you wanted, but I felt like because you get 3 actions each turn, there was definitely enough board state changing, even in a 2-player game. But I'd imagine even in a 4-player game, between your turns, there's going to be a lot changing, so you might have a little less control over it. But I think overall it probably is going to work even at those higher player counts. Because then there's 2.
It's also going to be setting you up with so many more things.
Right, because kind of the last scoring element is you want a cluster of your colors in kind of each zone if possible, because your biggest cluster in each section also adds to your point total at the end of the game, or before you even determine the tripler. So that's another way to kind of get some extra points, even if you can't get cards played there. So if 4 players are doing all 4 colors trying to get clusters, that's going to definitely change that up a little bit as well.
Yeah, for sure. I'm interested in that. I feel like, it could get a little chaotic with 4, especially trying to build a big group. 3 might be the sweet spot, but we'll have to find out when we play. My initial first impression number that I have here is probably an 8.5. This, like you said, it's just the quick, snappy turns. You just got 3. You can play anywhere you want. You can score multiple cards if you can. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. It's got an abstract nature to it as well, without being too overwhelming and thinky with all the options. Even though there are so many different ways that you can go. I think it balances it near perfectly.
Yeah, I would agree. I'm probably coming at a 7.75 or 8 as well, so pretty high score initially. But yeah, we'll see with more plays to kind of see if it feels like I'm doing the same thing every game, and that might. I think even if it brought it down, I think it's still a solid enough, quick enough game that I don't think it would fall very low for me. So yeah, I'm looking forward to more plays, and this one's definitely got a table presence. I would definitely check it out because. Definitely, I think World Wonders was kind of their talked about game, so this one might not be as talked about. So, could probably check this one out as well. I don't actually know when the retail release is for this one. I'm assuming it's probably soon, if not already. So, this is one maybe worth checking out. But yeah, like I said, you can check out our unboxing video. If you'd like to maybe see a playthrough of this one to get a little bit more information, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to do that. But otherwise, we hope to see you on those videos. And as always, don't forget to
keep on nibbling
on our content.